The DUI trial of Elijah Atkinson. Just moments ago, Atkinson took the stand in his own defense.
Yeah, he made that decision after consulting with his lawyers and his family. He is accused of driving drunk down Interstate 20 4 years ago and causing the crash that killed our coworker, Marcel Walker, who just worked with us for 16 WAPT for 16 years as a newscast director. Atkinson was just 18 at the time of the crash. He testified today, saying when he left a bar that night, he wasn't drunk, but confused because he didn't know the area.
Did you see no entrance sign or wrong way signs at all?
No, sir.
Okay. And did you have your head in your phone or anything like that while you were driving?
I may have been was changing the songs. I may have looked at my phone for a second, but it was, like just staring at my phone. Sir.
Okay. Did you intentionally drive up the wrong exit?
Absolutely.
Well, the defense started building its case this morning with testimony from two friends of Atkinson who saw him at the bar. They said he wasn't drunk. Alexis Little testified he had a Michelob Ultra beer, which fell to the ground when someone bumped against him.
I don't remember much from that night, but I do remember he was not drunk. But if evidence states otherwise, and he was, and it wasn't just an accident, and he deserves to be punished fairly.
I can't say that that's a sign of alcohol intoxication. Clearly, people who are acutely alcohol intoxicated have a higher risk of missing a sign in a situation like this. But people do drive onto the interstate from the wrong direction, absent any drug or drug effects.
That virtual testimony you saw there was Dr. James O'Donnell, a clinical pharmacist who testified for the defense today, saying he saw no clinical evidence Atkinson was intoxicated, saying the Intoxilyzer test results could be wrong, citing differences in two test results after he blew a .21, which is more than double the legal limit. Two different officers have testified that Atkinson told them he drank conflicting amounts the night of the crash, telling one officer he had 4 or 5 drinks, later telling another he drank only half of one.